Now, if you zoom out and you actually look at the pattern, every switch, every upgrade, every new habit, you'd start to see it. You'd see that nothing really happened overnight.
Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, it's a habit.
And so is slacking off.
So is slacking off, so is exercising every day, so is procrastination.
How much time do you spend doing this? According to a survey, the average smartphone user scrolls the equivalent of 78 miles a year. That's 3 marathons. Maybe good exercise for your finger, but there is evidence it may be hurting your brain.
Today we're going to be talking about a very simple secret to success, how to be more consistent, how to take action every single day, and how to build the habits in your life that will change the direction and course of your life.
There's a moment most people never notice. It's not loud, nothing dramatic happens. You just start wanting different things. Different routines, different products, different ways of living. And it feels like growth, like you're getting your life together, like you're becoming the version of yourself you've been trying to reach. But what if that shift didn't actually start with you? Welcome back to Beyond Surface Level, where we dive deep into the system shaping your life and question what's told while revealing what's hidden. Because this isn't really about brands. It's about something much quieter. How a normal life can slowly take shape without you ever thinking twice about it. Let me show you what I mean. She wakes up, reaches to her phone, scrolls a little longer than she planned. Nothing unusual. She gets up, makes her coffee, starts her day. Her space looks how she likes it. Her routine feels like hers, and if you asked her, she'd tell you, "This is just who I am." And that's the part that matters, because nothing about her life feels forced. It feels natural. And when something feels natural, you don't question it. Now here's where it gets interesting, because over time, things start to shift. Not all at once, not in a way that stands out, just small changes. She tries something new, switches something out, adds a new step here, and removes something there. It feels good, like she's improving, like she's becoming more put together. Sometimes it looks like reorganizing everything in your space, buying things that make your life feel more put together, adding small habits that make you feel like you're finally getting on track. Even something as simple as wanting to wake up earlier, drink something different, change the way your day starts, and none of it feels forced. It feels like you're stepping into something better. And if you asked her why, she wouldn't say she was influenced. She'd say, "I've just been wanting to change things up lately." And we've all said that before. But here's what most people don't realize. That feeling, that urge to change, usually doesn't start the moment you feel it. It builds quietly in the background. Because she doesn't remember when she first saw it, the product, the routine, the idea, it was never one big moment. It was pieces, over time, and that's how it works. Not by forcing you, but by becoming familiar to you. And once something feels familiar, it stops feeling external. It starts feeling like you. So when you finally decide, "I want this," it doesn't feel influenced. It feels right. And that's where it gets powerful. Because once something feels like your idea, you don't question it, you act on it. Now, if you zoom out and you actually look at the pattern, every switch, every upgrade, every new habit, you'd start to see it. you'd see that nothing really happened overnight. It was small exposures spread out across days, weeks, even months. A video here, a post there, something you barely paid attention to, until eventually, it didn't feel like new anymore. It felt normal. And once something feels normal, it becomes something you don't question. But no one experiences life like this. We experience it moment by moment. So it always feels like we're just figuring things out. Like we're just becoming, and nothing about that feels wrong. That's what makes this so easy to miss. Because this isn't about control in the way people think. No one is forcing you. No one is telling you what to do. You're just adjusting. And over time, those adjustments start to shape everything. Your routines, your preferences, even the things you start valuing. Your life begins to look more intentional, more put together, more aligned. And you feel proud of that, as you should, because you did make choices. You did take action. But at the same time, those choices didn't exist in a vacuum. They were shaped alongside everything you were exposed to. Not aggressively, not obviously, just subtly, consistently, over time. So, the real question isn't, is your life real? It's how much of it actually started with you, and how much of it just felt like it did. Because the difference isn't obvious. It doesn't feel like pressure. It doesn't feel like influence. It feels natural. And that's why it works. And the truth is, this isn't just her. This is how most people move through life. Not being controlled, not being forced, just slowly adjusting, based on what feels right, without always realizing where that feeling came from. This isn't about stopping. This isn't about avoiding everything. This isn't about wanting more. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to build a life you are proud of. But awareness matters, because once you start noticing that you don't move the same anymore, not in a restrictive way, not in a fearful way, but in a more intentional way, you start asking yourself, where did this come from? Why do I want this right now? And sometimes the answer is still you. But sometimes it's something you never even realized was shaping you. And that awareness doesn't take anything away from your life. It gives you more control over it. Because the goal isn't to stop wanting more, it's to finally understand what's actually yours and what never really was. Much love, and I'll see ya next Sunday.